Back to patreon.com/the Derrick Lamon experience. And of course, welcome back to YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc., etc. This is the last word. Pretty quickly tonight, I don't have much to talk about. It was just something that I saw that was very, very interesting. So Metacritic has released its 15th annual game publisher rankings. This is very, very interesting. Now, keep up with me here. Which game publishers released the best games in 2024? For the 15th consecutive year, we sifted through 12 months of data to determine the best and worst game publishers of the year based solely on the quality of their 2024 releases. Sales and user reviews do not factor into these rankings. Only critic reviews, as captured by each game's Metascore, are used to evaluate the performance. Publishers are ranked from worst to best in the gallery below based on a points system calculated as in previous years, according to the following four factors. Number one, average Metascore for all games released in 2024. 150 possible points were awarded at 1.5 times the average Metascore. 2% of scored products with good reviews, Metascore of at least 75. 100 possible points, example 80% equals good, which equals 80 points. 3% of scored products with bad reviews, 49 or lower. In this case, a lower percentage is better. 100 possible points, example 20% bad equals 80 points. Number 4, number of great titles, Metascore of 90 or higher, minimum 7 reviews, awarded as 5 bonus points for each distinct title with a 90 plus score. As you can see above, the Metascore average of the first factor counts slightly more than the other factors. Only publishers with 5 or more distinct titles released last year are included in our rankings. For fans of the fine print, additional notes on our methodology appear at the bottom of this page. So there's 37. Number 37, Fulcrum Publishing, 219.1 points. They're based in the Czech Republic. 0 great games this year, 8 scored products, 5 distinct titles, 13% good, 0% bad. Best 2024 game, Forgive Me, Father 2, PC, that scored an 83. Nacon did like 225.6 points. Best 2024 game, Ravens Watch, Xbox Series X, that scored an 84. P-Cube, 228.7 points. Best 2024 game, Celestial Chain of Fate, Nintendo Switch, 82. I'm going to zoom through because a lot of these I'm not going to like. THQ Nordic at number 33, 237.9 points. Best 2024 game, Spellforce Conquest of EO, Demon Scourge, 85 on PC. Oh, I did not know. They published Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed and South Park Snow Day, Alone in the Dark remakes were disappointment with critics and gamers alike. Um, who else is on? Atari, interesting, 246.7 points. Best 2024 game, Quamp 2 for the Nintendo Switch scored an 85. Um, we're just gonna scroll until we find some of the big boys and see. Bandai Namco, interesting. Number 27. This is very interesting. Best 2024 game, Elden Ring Shadow of Erdtree, Xbox Series X, 95. It's very interesting. Konami at number 25, 261.7 points. Best 2024 game, Castlevania Dominus Collection, Nintendo Switch, scored a 92. Electronic Arts, our good friends over at EA. They're 23, 264.4 points. Best 2024 game, The Sims 4 Life and Death PC, that scored an 86. Number 22. This is very surprising. Nintendo. I would have thought they'd be higher. 267.7 points. Average Metascore 76. 13 products, 13 titles, 54% good, 0% bad. 0 great games. Best 2024 game, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door for the Nintendo Switch, that scored an 88. Ubisoft ranked higher than Nintendo. This is laughable. Wow. Ubisoft previous years ranked 23 out of 46. Average Metascore 75.5. 20 products, 7 titles, 65% good, 0% bad, 0 great games. Best game of 2024, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Nintendo Switch. It's interesting. This is all very interesting. Devolver Digital comes in at number 13. Average Metascore 78.1. 23 products, 12 titles, 65% good, 0% bad, 0 great games. Best game, 2024 game, The Talos Principle 2, Road to Elysium, PC, and that was a 90. Take-Two Interactive. Average Metascore 76.1, and they are number 12 on the list. 12 products, 6 titles, 75% good, 0% bad. Best 2024 game, Red Dead Redemption featuring Undead Nightmare for the PC. That scored an 83. Number 10, Annapurna Interactive, 298.7 points. Average Metascore 79.2. 10 products, 5 titles, 80% good, 0% bad. 0 great games. Best 2024 game, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes on PlayStation 5. That was a 91. Microsoft at number 9, 301 points exactly. 26 products, 14 titles, 77% good, 0% bad. Average Metascore 79.4. 1 great game. Best game of 2024, Pentiment. Okay, Microsoft put out Call of Duty last year. That counts as a Microsoft game. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. What else did they put out? Pentiment was the best game? That's what they gave. That is insane. Microsoft sits at number 9 on the list, by the way. But Pentiment? Pentiment. When Call of Duty and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle came out last year, I don't get it. Whatever. Number 6, tie at number 6, Square Enix, 303.5 points. Average Metascore 78.5. 26 products, 12 titles, 81% good, 0% bad. Great games, 1. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the PlayStation 5, best game of 2024. That ranked that had a Metascore of 92. Who else is at 6? Gamera Games, 303.5 points. Okay. Best 2024 game, Shogun Showdown PC, scored an 88. Number 5, Focus Entertainment, 309.6 points. Average Metascore, 79.1, 11 products, 5 titles, 91% good, 0% bad, 0 great games. Best 2024 game, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 for Xbox Series X, and that was scored at 83. Number 4, Sony, 314 points. Average Metascore, 80.9. 22 products, 14 titles, 73% good, 0% bad. 4 great games. Best 2024 game, Astrobot, PlayStation 5. That had a score of 94, and I believe that was the highest ranked score game of last year by Metacritic. Sony led all publishers with 4 separate titles scoring 90 or higher. The group includes not just Metacritic Game of the Year, Astrobot, but also Destiny 2 The Final Shape, published by subsidiary Bungie, whose products are included in the figures above. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, and a PC port of God of War Ragnarok. That bounty helped Sony jump 9 spots in our rankings compared to previous year when it dropped 12 spots. Still, Sony experienced a few disappointments in 2024, most notoriously Concord, which was met by middling at best reviews and such dismal sales figures as Sony shut the game down and offered refunds just 2 weeks after launch. Number 3, A Kiss Games. Never heard of them. Number 2, Capcom. Wow. Average Metascore 82.1. 25 products, 9 titles, 100% good, 0% bad, 0 great games. Best game of 2024, Dragon's Dogma 2 on PC. This is interesting because so far it looks like Sony's the only publisher. Square Enix had one good game, but a great game. Microsoft had one great game, and they said Pentiment was their game of the year. I'm interested to see who is at number 1. Number 1, Sega. Makes sense. 325.5 points. Average Metascore 82.9. 29 products, 12 titles, 86% good, 0% bad. 3 great games. Best game of 2024, Metaphor ReFantazio on PlayStation 5, which scored 94. Based on the rankings, though, this is interesting. I still think that based on their particular system, I don't understand how Sony's sitting where they are. They're at 4. I feel like they should be higher. People are like, you're a fucking pony. Shut up. Previous receipts of our number one ranking: 2024 Capcom, 2023 Sony, 2022 Microsoft, 2021 Sega, 2020 505 Games, 2019 Capcom, 2018 Bethesda Softworks, 2017 Electronic Arts, 2016 Sega, 2015 Nintendo, 2014 Take-Two Interactive, 2013 Electronic Arts, 2012 Microsoft, 2011 Take-Two Interactive. What did Nintendo put out in 2015? Because the Switch didn't come out till 2017. Was that wasn't Super Smash Brothers, was it? Might have been. I don't know. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. So, um, it's interesting. I thought Sony they did have some great games. Don't get me wrong. I was surprised that they were that high on the list, considering what a paltry year had been for Sony first party offerings. Also, I just find it very funny that Pentiment is Microsoft's highest rated. That's their best game of 2024 per Metacritic. That's just very, very interesting. And a lot of people remember Pentiment is one of those four games. The first, it's only going to be four games that go to other platforms: Pentiment, Hi-Fi Rush, Grounded, and fuck, what was the fourth game? Oh, Sea of Thieves. And everybody's like, I don't fucking want Pentiment. I know I was like, I don't fucking care about Pentiment on PlayStation 5. I have an Xbox Series X and an Xbox Series S. I didn't fucking play Pentiment there, and I have Game Pass. Why do I care about Pentiment? Now, again, I don't care. That doesn't mean somebody else doesn't care. But I have not heard anybody say anything good about Pentiment. So to actually see the Metacritic score is very, very interesting, but what are you gonna do? Congrats to Sega. Congrats to Sega. If you kill off your console, you can still make money. You can still be successful. Sega's living proof of that. I still believe that there will be another Xbox console. If you listen to the Week in Gaming, we already talked about how the next Call of Duty game is supposed to be a next-gen Xbox title, and it's going to release in 2026. Well, there's a Call of Duty game coming this year, but the Call of Duty game that comes in 2026 is going to be a next-generation Xbox title, from what we're being told. So Microsoft is obviously still working on their next console. It's in R&D. They surprised the shit out of us at the Game Awards in 2019. Jeff Keighley said when they ran through rehearsals earlier that day, they had no idea that Microsoft was going to do that. They said when they ran through rehearsals, when they got to the Microsoft spot, they did a Game Pass commercial. It was an ad for Game Pass. And when we get to the live show, it's Power Your Dreams, and everybody's like, is Microsoft making a gaming PC? Like, because it looked like a tower. We didn't know what the hell it was. Lo and behold, it's the Xbox Series X. And then initially, everybody's like, okay, this is cool. This is really cool. They said Series X. Does that mean there's a lower series? And then everybody started thinking, well, there's the Xbox One X and the Xbox One S, so they could be doing that. Lo and behold, that's what they did. Nobody expected the Series S to be what it is, and a lot of people have said it's hampered this generation of gaming. Yeah, talk to the devs on that. It's not my place. But it's very, very interesting. These rankings are extremely interesting. Um, I forget that Sony did put out some pretty good games this year. Like Astrobot, I played the shit out of Astrobot. I love that game. So that was definitely one of them. But Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that's a third party title. Even though it's not on any other console other than the PlayStation 5, it's a third party title. Okay, The Last of Us Remastered Part 2, Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, I had it on PlayStation 4. Did I get the PlayStation 5 version? Why the fuck not? Of course. Did I think it would rank again considering the game had already been out? No. But then we look around and remember, Shadow of the Erd Tree was nominated for Game of the Year at the Game Awards last year, and that's an expansion for Elden Ring. So anything is fucking possible at this point, but this ranking list is just very, very interesting. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how it's going to look this time next year based on the year that's been had by all publishers, in fact. Maybe Ghost of Yotei comes this year. I guess we'll find out in a couple of months. Maybe Nintendo has a Super Mario platformer or a 3D Mario ready to go with the launch of the Switch 2. Maybe they have a Legend of Zelda ready to go with the launch of the Switch 2. Maybe the rumors of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker and Twilight Princess for the Switch 2 are true. We don't know. We will find out more than likely on April 2nd. But again, those rankings are very, very interesting in my in my opinion. But again, I guess if the game was published this year, the game was published this year and it counts. So kudos to Sony, kudos to Microsoft, kudos to Nintendo, kudos to Capcom, Sega, everybody else. Bandai Namco, Devolver Digital, everybody. I love video games, and I'm never gonna stop talking about video games. So I just want you guys to keep making video games. Anyway, this has been the last word. I'm gonna end this like I end everything else. Believe in yourself first and foremost, because if you don't believe in yourself, of course, nobody else will believe in you. As always, my name is Derrick Lamon Jackson, and that is my time. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.